Convenient.
Wow. Actually, I should have waited for
ducking the smoke.
Convenient.
Man, awfully quiet over there. Awfully quiet.
Phoenix Suns diehard Kale Sorbo.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge.
Let's go.
Presented by Bet365. Hope you downloaded the Bet365 app. Use promo code DNVR365. Find out why, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. How do we do, Dev?
Not that great. We hit our lock.
We hit our lock?
We hit our
But that's
lock.
why it's the lock. That's why it's the lock. So we got that one. We're also the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Love our Toyotas. Hop in the Toyota chat. If you're a Denver Nuggets fan, you're in the right place. This is where Denver Nuggets fans come right after the games to talk about it amongst their friends. And that includes Brendan Vogt.
Man, what a treat. We got to hang out with some diehards who haven't been here before. We got to watch the Nuggets respond well on the watch-along. And as I just wrote in the instant reactions, takeaways, scorching hot in Phoenix, man. Nuggets shot the cover off the ball. What a treat.
They sure did. Become a diehard. You could read that very reaction. Harrison Wind is here.
Well, they shot the cover off the ball because of Tim Hardaway. It's the season of Timoth. The season of Timoth here in Colorado.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
He was making his shots tonight, man. Some of them were tough. Superstar Dev is here.
I want everybody to be nice to Kel tonight. He's going through a hard time.
Yeah,
it is
he's
tough,
down
man.
bad, man.
It is tough.
But you
He's
want
down.
to know what's not down bad?
Yeah.
That new shirt that we just dropped.
Oh, pull it up.
That thing is a banger.
Ah, Saint Nick.
The one.
Oh, Saint Nick.
How does
look
he
at
do
that.
it? How does he do this stuff
Some
right here,
heat
man?
from D-line. Of course, calling back to Hakeem Olajuwon's quote about Jokic.
The one.
Called him the one.
Maybe my favorite endorsement. I'm not maybe about it. My favorite endorsement of Nikola Jokic.
This got to be the second,
Hakeem-
second favorite
It's so
one.
perfect.
Bill Walton, maybe?
Nah, LeBron just came out with that one. That was.
Eh,
No, I think that was a big one. I'm not
It's
gonna
a bit.
lie.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
he's
a
been
big
getting
one.
a
Number
lot
two.
of endorsements lately. Stan Van Gundy called him the greatest player of all time.
That's a big one.
Like,
That is a big one.
That's a pretty significant one.
We should talk about that maybe later on in the show.
It's not like LeBron James later said he's the most complete dominant player he's ever played against or anything like that.
But you can get that shirt for 30%
That's a great point,
off.
Vogt. That's a really good point, man. I'm glad you brought it up because I was hoping somebody would bring it up.
Get it for 30% off with the Black Friday sale. Right now.
Kale, why don't you turn your mic on real quick? I know you have some words you want. I'm sure you would want to say.
Nope.
The mic not? It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. There's
The-
a problem with our bull.
The mic's not working? Kale,
Oh,
you told us
wow.
the Phoenix Suns were incredible. This is the thing is, Kale, you can't make predictions because if you're wrong, we're going to bury you. If you're right, we're going to turn it against you and use it against you
Yeah, this is the
in a
last
court of
time
law.
Kale has a take on the show.
On anything. Nah, Suns are good. Just not tonight as the Denver Nuggets completely outplay them minus those first few minutes. Let's go to the fast breakdown, shall we?
Let's do it.
First note does not tell the story, and thank God. Because it was an 8-0 start for the Phoenix Suns. It was really an 11-0 start, but Dylan Brooks stepped on the line, so they negated one of their threes. But they were playing suffocating defense. The Nuggets were turning it over every possession, it felt like. They could not get into their offense. They had to call timeout. No points on the board. We had to have a pregnant pause. But they came out of that timeout and dominated the next 46 minutes of the game. 11-3 response. Murray was percolating early on. Remember, he was hitting some threes. He was hitting some shots. Not quite a flurry. Jokic had 13 points, though, in the back half. Almost all, or maybe all, in the back half of that quarter. 13. It's so funny that Murray, if you just were thinking about that first quarter, you're like, Murray was on fire. Jokic had almost twice as many points as him. You know who else was on fire? Colin Gillespie.
Sweaty Gillespie.
Sweaty
He was
Gillespie,
sweaty
man.
tonight.
He was draining, first, some good looks, good look. Knock it down, good look. And then he was hitting some crazy stuff. Like, that was a horrible look. And he was just incredible. 30-25 Nuggets after one. Second quarter, bench started out really well, but then blew it. They almost had two great stints, but they instead just had half a good stint, half a bad one. Tim Hardaway Jr. was jacking up shots tonight. but they were all going in.
Everyone?
You want to talk about some tough shots? Remember how quick of a trigger he had when he came into the game?
And I loved it.
Ridiculous.
He was taking some insane threes, but they were dropping.
He got 7 threes up in 12 minutes, by the way.
That's hard to do, man.
And I think only one
Cam
of them
Johnson
was open.
can't get up 7 threes in a game.
It was insane.
In 2 games.
Suns did go up, though, by 1 point when Jokic checked in at 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Isn't that crazy? That's a long 8-minute rest for Jokic. Jokic was drawing fouls all night, more than scoring or even trying to do anything. He was just they were being very physical, and he used it against them. 63-60 Nuggets going into the half, but in the third quarter, Nuggets took it seriously, built a 10-point lead right away. They did have a little lull in the middle of the quarter where they had 3 straight turnovers that cut the game. And Denver almost blew them out on multiple occasions, but just had these little lapses. But then they had to call a timeout because of it, had a 9-3 run out of a timeout, fueled by Tim Hardaway Jr. once again. It's on fire in both of his stints today. 96-85 Nuggets going to the final frame. And who brought it home, boys? Brucey B. The point guard, Brucey B, who started the fourth quarter, 3 or 4 straight dimes.
Yeah.
He was diming it up. He finished with 10. His career high is 11. Doesn't get 10 assists very often. I think only a third time in his career. Single-handedly broke open a 16-point lead. 14-5 start for Bruce. He was everywhere. Nuggets opened up a 20-point lead. Jokic checked back in for some reason, but did not get a triple-double. 26, 9, and 10. What a drag. The only drag of the night. Nuggets get a huge win. What was that final score, Kale? 130-112. Let's go to Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. Superstar Dev, get us going.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway in that one was close to all the Nuggets are good type of game. And if that is the 3-point shooting that we're going to be getting from the Nuggets, sign me up. Sign me up.
Sure.
Because, I mean, they spaced the floor. They were in the flow of the offense. They knocked down every single shot. Tim Hardaway Jr. went on a run from beyond the arc. We got to see Spencer Jones have his first good game in a long time, 4 of 6 from the 3-point line. But it was the 3-point shooting that really stood out in that game that I want to tip my hat to.
Not only, real quick, on the 3-point shooting, not only did they have 22 threes, it was the second time this week they've had 22 3-pointers in a game.
Yeah.
They did not do that last year. A single time did they get 20 3-pointers. Twice in 1 week, 22.
Two
It
off
has
the
to be
team
by
record.
design. Has to be.
Well, if your design is to have Tim Hardaway Jr. make all those
I'm
tough
Go
ones.
shoot
they
that thing.
They have the shots open. They're running plays to just get it going.
Yeah, no, keep going. I was
I was gonna say DHOs. They're running plays. The offense just looks different than it has.
I think I know why. Maybe it'll be my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, but we'll get there in
I
a
think
sec.
I know why, too. I'll save it for
Okay.
your Red Hawk
Thanks,
Roofing
buddy.
takeaway. Yeah, no problem, no problem. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway has to do with Bruce Brown.
Love it.
9 assists in this game.
He didn't have 10?
9 assists.
Finished with 10.
10
right?
assists.
Really?
I think he finished with 10.
Oh, my
You're
box
trying to-
score wasn't
Are you
updated.
trying to short Brucey B an assist, bro?
I would never short Brucey B. That's
Yeah.
something you would do. 10
Slanderous.
10 assists for Bruce Brown, just 1 turnover. It was a +3 or a +4 in his 27 minutes. And my biggest concern about this team probably is still the ball handling. You know, do they have that true backup point guard, a guy that can come in and be a distributor with the second unit? Doesn't seem like they're trying to play Jamal a lot with that group. So who's going to handle the ball with the second unit when Jamal's not on the floor? Who can get them into some actions? Who can play 2-man game with Big Val if it's not going to be Jamal? Who can really play make with that second unit? And it was Bruce in this game. 10 assists. I mean, that was a career high, right?
No, he had 11 once with
So
Detroit.
1 off a career high and obviously a season high. He showed what I really wanted to see from that position, you know, in this game. Who can be that guy? It can be Bruce. And, you know, I still have some questions about just the ball handling against pressure. You know, Denver getting the ball to Jokic in the post. They need to, you know, find ways to get him the ball when he's being guarded differently. They struggle with that at times tonight. But Bruce having 10 assists and diming guys up like he did, I just think it was an important development for this season. And it was maybe a point we can look back on and say, okay, like Bruce can be that guy. He can be that backup point guard. He was tonight.
Absolutely was, man. And I'm seeing some of the highlights of his assists here, and they're really nice, man. Some of them are just straight pick and roll, or ball handler creation, full court, doing some stuff. But some of them are also in the inverted pick and rolls. Now you become the short roller, and you're attacking the 4-on-3, which I think is actually his best role as a passer. So good stuff from Brucey tonight.
Two guys I wanted to shout out here, and Spencer Jones and Peyton Watson.
What is this?
But my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is actually about what was a sneaky, insanely efficient night from number 15. Jokic shot 100% from the field, 100% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line in this game.
He had a 190 game?
190 game. And, the services were really not needed in the fourth. Briefly played, didn't really need to. So there were so many things to talk about and enjoy in this one. We didn't even really talk about it in the watch-along. He missed one look all night, and it was one free throw. So his insanely efficient November rolls on. Got
to the line 11 times, too, which is big. My prediction coming into the year was that I think I said he was going to have 3 games where he didn't miss a shot in a row. So now is the first time he hasn't missed one. So I'm going to be holding my breath.
Now you're cooking.
Monday against Dallas. It's like, come on.
It's funny, man. In regards to Yoke's night, I kind of feel like he played exactly the same game as he did against the Spurs.
Well, my Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaway. I'm glad you went here. When Nuggets played Sacramento last week, he took 28 shots. He was 16 of 28. He followed it up against Memphis, 5 of 9. Then against San Antonio, 7 of 10. And tonight, 7 of 7. He's taken, 26 shots over the last 3 games? He took more shots against Sacramento than he did in the last 3 games combined.
Yeah.
Now, I believe it is possible some of this is the wrist injury or the fatigue, mood. It could be any of those things. I know people are pretty frustrated with him. A lot of people, and some smart people, so I'm not trying to dog you if you're one of these people that doesn't like how he's playing. I look at it and go, Denver has scored some insane points over these last 3 games, and they've won 2 of 3 of them, 125, 136, and then tonight 130. The offense has been elite, 95th percentile, all 3 games in terms of offensive efficiency. And I think teams are sort of making it's like these things go in waves because there's no way to guard Yoke. And so there's never this team uncovered it. Every team do this. You just kind of go all right, what's going on recently with the team? Guys are missing shots. Hard double Yoke, make him kick it out. I think the last few games he's been passive, but a lot of it is that Nuggets haven't been able to get him the ball, and when they do, they're trying to swarm him and dare someone else to beat him. Tonight, and really for the last couple nights on the offensive end, other guys have stepped up and made shots. 23 from Tim Hardaway, 16 from Spencer Jones, 15 from Cameron Johnson on 5 of 9 shooting, and of course Jamal, 24 points. I'm just not bothered. I can't be bothered by Jokic not shooting when I see how they're playing like this. My big thing is 7 for 7, and the Nuggets had a 140 offensive rating tonight. Yoke's playing a little weird, but it's working.
The only thing I'd say about tonight, I think in the grander trend, you're right. He went to the line 9 times in the first half, so it's a little. And in the first quarter, he was aggressive.
Those could have been shots.
Yeah, it's a little obscured by that. But then by the second half, to your point, guys were in a rhythm, things were cooking, and he's not going to force himself to take 16 shots if he doesn't have to.
Yeah, when you talk about the forcing of the shots, last night he did not shoot a lot of shots. They still scored 130 points plus, you know. And that's been one of the knocks on this Denver team are other people going to step up? Is somebody else going to be able to run alongside him? Or what happens when they take him out of the game? Are they still going to be able to be efficient? Are they still going to be able to get offense going? Well, he goes another straight game of only 7 shots, and they still put up 130 points. Other people are stepping up. The offense looks like it's still flowing. It's down starters. These are players that don't play a ton with each other, but everybody seems to be on the same page, especially offensively. What did you say the offensive rating was?
140.
Very good.
What percentile is that?
Let me look it up. It is 98th percentile.
That's insane.
141, I guess it ended. 141.3.
With Jokic taking 7 shots, that's just not something that we've seen. So I really do think that this year, I know Adelman takes a lot of the knock, but it's really about schemes. It's about a new offense. They look different. They just do.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Jokic's efficiency, the numbers there. The Nuggets as a team, 58% from the field, 58% from the three-point line, 95% from the charity stripe.
Ridiculous.
That's
That's
a
a ridiculous
60-60,
night.
95, basically.
I mean, this game would have been a blowout a lot earlier if they just didn't turn the ball over as much as they did.
It's funny is they didn't miss shots tonight. They
Yeah.
only turned it over.
Yeah.
So you're right. 16 turnovers. 5 of those come from Jokic, 5 from Jamal. So it was your main guys. But outside of that, the Nuggets just have a rhythm right now in moving the ball. But I also think that the scout, for whatever reason, the scout right now, it actually probably has more to do with Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown going out.
That's a good
That
point.
every coach is going into this game going, well, they're down some guys. Let's make those other guys shoot. And on nights they don't shoot well, everyone's going to be pissed. And what's going on? But tonight they made them.
It seems like there's been a shift in these last couple of games, and maybe it did exactly coincide with AG and Christian Brown going out. We're seeing defenses now that we saw in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Guarding him with smaller guys, fronting him, trying to rough him up a little bit, just making it tough to get him the ball. I feel like we've seen a noticeable shift the last couple games, and it's led to Jokic not shooting as much, but with the weapons that they still have, with having a guy like Hardaway, you can still put up 130 points. Last year, you were struggling to maybe get to 100 in some of those games.
Nuggets are good, man, and this was a good bounce back. More importantly, they had a really bad loss last night that I think bothered fans, bothered players.
Yeah.
You didn't know how they were going to respond tonight. They responded very well with a blowout win over a very good Phoenix team. We tease Kale, but they actually have been good. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, we'll get into some of the players and storylines from this game. Stay tuned.
Shout out to our friends over at Red Hawk Roofing. They're our guys, man. The best roofers around. Go with the pros. Go with Red Hawk Roofing. Get your roof checked once a year. It's preventative medicine for the home that you pour your life into. So make sure you're covered with Red Hawk Roofing. There's no project too small. There's no project too big, I don't think, for Red Hawk Roofing as well. They're your go-to for everything from minor repairs to full roof replacements on your home or business. So hit these guys up if you have roofing needs, if you have questions, if maybe you think you need to get your roof checked out, but you're not so sure. Give them a call. They will take care of you. Free no obligation roof and property inspection, free in-depth photo report for all inspections. Support these guys like you support us here at DNVR. 720-771-8921, redhawkroofing.com. And of course, tell them we sent you.
Miller Lite, it's Miller time, baby. It always is on our pregame shows. It can be on a watch along if you'd like it to be, and it can be in the postgame lounge as well. Pairs well with the win, pairs well with the loss. I think it pairs well when the Nuggets shoot 58% from 3 as well. So if you're looking to enjoy an adult beverage, make it a Miller Lite so you could have a beer without feeling like you drank a beer. Again, I'm 32 now. I'm starting to see the light on these light beers here. Sometimes you want to just crack one open. You want it to taste great, but you don't want to feel bloated, right? 96 calories and just 3.2 grams of carbs per 12 ounces. Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/DNVR to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
All right, back here, segment 2, DNVR Nuggets Podcast. Nuggets fans, this is the place to be. Also, right now, it is the season. Thanksgiving is over.
Yeah.
It's time to go buy some gifts.
Absolutely.
Black Friday deal going on. We have our new shirt, but we also have this one just in case. Yokmas is coming up. There's a game on Yokmas this year. We have our Merry Yokmas sweater.
Merry Yokmas sweater restocked just in time for the holidays.
Just in time for Yokmas.
And you can get it for 30% off. Just like the new shirt we just dropped. Everything is 30% off. So get on this deal. Some of these will sell out. Like I don't know if the new shirt's going to sell out or not tonight maybe. So buy that quick. Make sure you get it for the holidays. 30% off with our Black Friday sale. Everything's 30% off. The entire store. Some things are 90% off.
I'm going to start here in this segment as we start to go through the players. I'm such a fan of Cam Johnson, man. And I know the numbers have been whatever this year. The scoring, he's not going to average a lot of points per game. It's almost inevitable he's not going to put up a big number on an average. But boy, do I like the way he plays. And he just, right now, it's funny that it was like 12-ish games, 13 games where he just wasn't scoring, wasn't making his shots. Because the last 5 or 6, I don't even know what it's been right now, I just feel like every time he shoots it, it's going in. He was 3 of 6 from 3 tonight, 5 of 9 overall. Not a big number, but it's just part of why I think Denver finds such a consistent rhythm on offense is he makes the shots when he needs them to, but he does everything else. I'm liking him. Game by game, I'm just liking watching him. And now that he's making his shots, I think everything looks good.
Yeah, I think you have to like what he's putting down just because he's a perfect fit right now. Like, everything about him is fit. And if you even look deeper into it, the bench unit has looked good, lately. And I think it's because of his resurgence. They have been putting him as the stagger. And the offense continues to flow. They don't have a guy that is just like, okay, Cam Johnson's out here with these guys. We're going to give the ball to him every single time. I just think them having that idea of we're still going to play our offense. We're still going to, run within the flow of the offense and keep the ball popping. And then he'll knock some shots down. If he does, it's okay. If he doesn't, we already know he's still bringing it. But I just think that Cam Johnson brings a calmness to the entire team, even with the starters. He's now starting to make shots, so he's starting to look like who the Nuggets, wanted him to be. But I love Cam Johnson because he's not pressing the entire time. Even when the shot wasn't falling, he didn't press to try to get out of the slump. Everything really just like flows with them. He plays defense. He uses his length. He's tough. I just like how he fits.
He's also just showing that he's a complete basketball player.
Yeah.
He can really do everything out there. Of course he can shoot it. He's been on fire from 3 lately. 3 of 6 tonight. He can pass, 4 assists in this game. He can dribble. He can penetrate. Like, he can get to the rim. He can play a little 2-man game, and he can also just fit in every lineup. So I said this last night, and I'll say it again. Like, I went from being really spooked by Cam Johnson to over the last week or so, I now have complete trust in him. 100% trust in him when he's out there. I feel totally confident and comfortable with him in really any lineup, starters, bench. I trust him out there completely. He's really flipped that for me in the last week or two. And I just love how he's fitting. He's just showing that he's a complete player.
Last 2 games, I'd say he's one of 2 or 3 Nuggets that played defense in both games.
Yeah,
I think he's one of the only
great take.
One of the few guys that can claim that. So, look, he's not an all-NBA level defender, but he's made some really sharp rotations, crisp rotations. He understands how the game of basketball is played on both ends. And I've been saying this for months. I think with Cam, it's really not about the numbers. Although, having said that, his numbers are going to look better as he slides into a true third option role. Part of it was Aaron Gordon quietly, or not that quietly, I guess, having a career year, right? They really had 3 top options, and then Cam was much more of a complementary supplemental player. Right now, he's more heavily involved. So, look, 15 points doesn't jump off the box score, but he's getting more opportunities as a true third option, and it's nice to see him find some comfort in that.
But the thing with his numbers is that if he's not scoring 20 points, say he scores 10 points.
Yes.
The thing is, he's doing other stuff. And that's a big difference going from MPJ to him. If Michael Porter didn't score, his average, 17, 18, 19, 20 points, you probably knew he wasn't doing a lot of other things. Yeah, he rebounded
Rebounding was the other consistent one.
But, if he wasn't scoring, you were all right, what else is he really doing? Cam, even if he doesn't have it, even if it's not his night to put in 20 points, he's going to give you so much more. And I think you're just seeing that effect in how well the offense is running.
The second unit, they're going to it every time now. It's the Cam Johnson second unit. It allows Jamal to play more minutes with Jokic.
Yep.
Jamal's putting up a bigger number. And maybe that's partly why Jokic's numbers are down a little bit, is it's almost all of his minutes now are with Jamal. And so you're running the 2-man game, and Jamal has it going right now. But on the subject of Cam, his first 11 games, his high was 15, and he scored in double figures 3 times out of 11. 8 times he scored in single digits. Over the last 7 games, he scored in single figures once in a win. 19, 14, 20, 18, 28, and 15. So it's becoming more consistent that you can just pencil him in. And it even looks it. He just looks more confident, looks more in rhythm. The turnovers are still there, and the volume is still a little bit low, but the offense is absolutely humming right now. And to me, I think we're fully over the hump. Just fully over the Cam Johnson hump.
Agreed.
We'll go to Jamal Murray now. 24 points. Not the most efficient night, 8 of 18, but he was 5 of 10 from 3. Only 4 assists, which is weird. Did he have an assist at halftime? I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
I think he had none, and so he got all 4 of those in the second half. What do you think of his game tonight?
Very weird game because 5 turnovers, 4 assists is not great. There were some real lowlights. There were a couple possessions defensively that weren't great. It felt like all 8 of his field goals were saucy, man. Like really, really flashy buckets. And
that lefty layup early in the game
was crazy. And he's starting to heat up from deep. And I'm happy with that. I want Murray to be a higher volume 3-point shooter. He has been a bit this year, at least at times. Actually, I should double check that on the year. I don't know if that's true. But I like when he shoots 9, 10 threes in a game. And he got off to a rough start in wide open threes to start the year. I feel like he's climbing back up as an outside shooter. He's obviously a really good pull-up shooter. So, yeah, I think when you go 5 of 10 from 3 and you score 24 points, you helped your team win a ball game. You know, he did have 5 turnovers tonight. Last night when the team had 17, I think he only had 2. So I think you could probably say turnovers are the biggest thing he needs to clean up this year. Outside of that, this has been the November he promised us. And I really appreciate the way that Murray is playing to start the year.
Oh, you're right. This is the last game. This is the last game of the month. So he officially now is through the October-November portion of the season.
Right.
Let's go to the numbers here. I'm going to pull them all up because we have them now. Jamal Murray in the month of October and November combined. 24 points a game. It's very nice.
Exactly what he scored tonight, 24.
48.5% from the field, 41% from 3. To go with 4.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. That's a very good month, man. 24 points is good, especially with good efficiency.
And I mean, let's not forget, there are a lot of mouths to feed on the Nuggets.
Yeah.
You've got Nikola Jokic. He's averaging, 26, 27 a game this season. You got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the hoop. So Jamal, he's taken the little scoring leap that we've asked him to. Absolutely.
Yeah, Jamal's also, I feel like in the past there's been a little bit of him waiting to see if Jokic is going to shoot, that night or what type of night he's going to do. And I think that he tries to read that. Not this year. He's just like, no, I'm going to score. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get mine. And we've been seeing some very, very confident shots from him. His 3 ball is falling right now. His mid-range turnaround and just pull-up threes are knocking them down right now. So I do think that he's just in such a rhythm that he doesn't care about, what looks like a bad shot or what's a bad shot. You definitely want him to take care of the ball a bit more because that's the one thing that we've been seeing. But I think that comes with how aggressive he's been offensively right now. So, I mean, I like how Jamal has started the year out right now. He's playing better than last year, like right now, and that's at the start of the year. We've seen him get better every single month, in years past. So if this is the start, I want to know what it looks like at the time that he really starts to pick it up.
And unlike that Sacramento game, this did not look like a back-to-back for Jamal. I thought Jamal in particular in that Sacramento game, hands on knees a lot. And look, the Houston game was a really tough one, but hands on knees a lot. Just like the energy that he was exuding was, man, I'm tired, this or that. Tonight I thought he attacked the game. He looked like he was in attack mode, and so it was great stuff.
I thought we were
him.
getting that game in the first couple minutes. Remember, he had
the timeout, yeah.
Weirdest turnovers in the first quarter of this game.
That Dillon Brooks 3 being waved off after the timeout, sneaky big because it was about to be 13-0.
The thing about Murray's turnovers this year is he's actually handled the blitzes and the traps really well. Like, I feel like if you went through the highlight reel or low light reel, so a lot of these are controllable turnovers, like lazy passes. Like, so the point being, I think they're things that Murray can clean up. But the him shooting so effectively from 3 right now, which he did in November, shot 41% from 3,
big time.
It just makes Denver that much more unguardable. There was, he and Jokic were so deadly inside the arc, for so long. But Murray is too good of a shooter not to be a threat from outside. So this is a really encouraging start to the season.
One thing I'll push back on you with that take, because I do agree with it broadly speaking, but one thing that teams are doing is really pressuring him when they're trying to get it to Jokic. And I think they're just pressuring him all the time. But part of why he didn't score a whole lot is they couldn't get the ball to him. And part of the reason they couldn't get it to him is they're going to try to sandwich him. They were playing small. Royce O'Neal was guarding him a lot tonight. And they're going to try to sandwich. But even beyond just the sandwiching of him, Yoke's still there with his hand up. But there was so much ball pressure on Jamal that he just couldn't get a free look at it. And it is something that I will say, when you play Houston in the playoffs, when you play Oklahoma City in the playoffs, that's exactly what they're going to try to do. Minnesota, that's how they're going to try to deny Yoke, is to deny the entry passer. And tonight, I thought he actually struggled with it, and especially in the first half, it was something that I was paying attention to. Let's take a break. On the other side, we still have to get to who might be the player of the game. I don't know. It's your guys' decision. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s 23 points. What does it mean for the Nuggets and where they're at?
Guys, Ent Credit Union. Look, you've heard us talk about Ent Credit Union and their Broncos checking account, all the awesome perks that come with it, like the game day discounts at Empower Field, the chance to win Broncos tickets, exclusive merch, all that stuff. Well, they're piling on even more perks, Ent Credit Union is. For those who are interested in signing up, they're actually giving you $200. Yeah, $200 will be dropped right into your account after meeting just a few requirements, and the debit cards that come with it, absolutely fire. You can rock a Broncos branded one, a Bo Nix one, or the PS2 throwback card that will be available at all service centers on December 1st. They're almost like collectibles. These are going to be things that Ent Credit Union comes out with all year. It'd be cool to grab all these. So they're coming out with that new PS2 debit card, and you can get $200 just dropped into your account with Ent Credit Union. With the playoff push heating up for the Broncos, we still have a little bit to go, but now's the time to lock it down. The perks, the card, the $200. If you're ready to bank like a Bronco, head over to ent.com/DNVR to learn more. ent.com/DNVR. Insured by NCUA. Membership required. Account requires associated. Ent Broncos debit card requires $100 deposit and activation of debit card within 30 days of account opening.
I know a lot of Coloradans are used to, real work, man, working with their hands, working out in some environments that require the right work gear. Shout out Brunt and their best-selling Marin work boots, which are not only built for the toughest job sites, they're completely waterproof. Also make some good hiking boots, I would imagine. Whether it's rain, mud, or standing water, your feet stay dry. From oily workshop floors to muddy farm fields and everywhere in between, the Marin Soft Toe is built for workers across a variety of trades. It's not just work boots. They've got a full range of high-performance gear built for tough jobs, from heavy-duty work pants to weather-resistant jackets. Brunt designs durable, reliable workwear to keep you protective and productive in any condition. With temperature dropping and the holidays coming up, it's time to treat yourself or the hardworking man in your life to real comfort. Skip the throwaway gifts. Get them something built to last. Brunt Workwear. Our listeners get $10 off their entire order with code DNVR at checkout. That's code DNVR at checkout, and that's bruntworkwear.com. Order today. Let them know you heard it right here on the DNVR Nuggets Show.
All right, back here, segment 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. tonight. Really great night. 23 points, 8 of 14, a very efficient 7-11. Here's what it makes me think, though. The Nuggets not having 23s in a game last year, I don't think was bad luck or anything else. I think it was almost impossible for them to get that kind of volume. I don't think that's the case anymore. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a big part of that. I think Cam is capable of catching fire and going off. Jamal obviously is. Jokic obviously is. You have Bruce Brown's capable of giving you some. AG already has a game with 10 threes. You have guys on the team. Now, Peyton Watson's had a game where he's made some threes. That's a lot of guys that can catch fire. But Tim Hardaway Jr. thus far has been the guy that is most likely to catch fire on any given night. And nights like tonight, you're like, oh, yeah, man. When you have a shooter like that, Mike was this guy for Denver, it just feels like he should shoot every time until he misses. He was doing that tonight.
I think that Tim Hardaway Jr. has forced the Nuggets' hands and players' hands on how they play, because it's a guy coming off of the bench that's getting up that many shots that it makes you question, if you're a starter or if you're another player, how am I not able to get that many shots as well? Or why is he shooting so much more than me? But also, it's a reliable three-point shooter that they have, that they could count on in that second unit, where they don't have to run plays for him. He's getting his shots up. He's catching it. He's catching it. He's shooting it off the dribble. He's pulling up in people's faces. His contested shots, I don't know if there's many players in the league that are shooting it at that rate. how he is with as contested as it is. But I mean, it's confident. He has the ultimate green light, and at no point does anyone get mad when he shoots. I remember before he started making them down like preseason and things like that, you're like, these are the shots that you're taking. He's still taking those shots, but now they're falling. He's a gamer. Like it really does matter. And he truly has been a godsend for Denver, but I do think that he's just a weapon that they have that now they're starting to play him alongside the starters with other guys going down. It spaces the floor even more. So he's a real gravity guy and a spacer, and right now he's Denver's best shooter.
I think, we might have a little warped view on shot selection a little bit.
Because when you play with Jokic, you got to be conservative
because
a little.
The Nuggets generally always take great shots. They don't take a lot of bad shots. But then you watch a team like the Suns, and you're like, what are they, like, Grayson Allen's pulling up from 5 feet behind the three-point line with regularity. That's how most of the league plays. Most of the league just gets up threes, kind of like Tim Hardaway. So it's a bit jarring, I think, for us to see a guy who always has the green light like that, who has that confidence coming off the bench, and who's always looking to shoot if he just has a little bit of airspace. But the Nuggets just haven't really had a guy like that because they're usually been locked into this like good shot selection, pass up, good shots for better shots. It's almost like disappointing when they do take a bad shot because you're like, oh, they could get something better. But Tim Hardaway, what I'm getting at is like he is exactly what they need in that spot. He needs to keep doing exactly what he's doing. Don't change a thing. Keep taking the same shots you are. Keep shooting it with that much confidence because they have needed somebody off the bench like this forever, and they finally have it.
He had out of his 19 games played so far, 13 of them he's had multiple three-pointers, at least two three-pointers. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Basically, 2 out of every 3 games, you should expect him to hit multiple threes off the bench. And then, of course, tonight was his 3rd game with 5 or more, and that's an awful lot. If you're getting 5 threes out of him, they are 3-0 now when he's hit 5 threes. Let's see, when he hits 4 threes, they are 6-0 or 5-0. When he's hit 3 threes, they are 7-0. So it's like kind of a bellwether. If he's hitting threes off the bench, you're probably winning, and the bench is probably going to be a net positive.
And it felt like he was floating back down to earth a little bit lately. And then he gets...
That's going to be how it is this season, probably.
But then he gets as hot as he's been all year, right? So, it's exactly what you were saying. There are going to be some 2 to 3 game stretches where they're not going in. His job is to shoot that thing, man. And he knows that, and he understands that. And it did feel like they were at least a shooter short last year. And if you look at Cam coming in for Mike and now shooting the ball quite well, and you add Tim to that equation, it just makes them more dynamic as an offense.
The leading plus-minus guy tonight, Peyton Watson.
He was great.
11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, no stocks either, but he was a plus 17 tonight. He said he was great tonight. I thought he was very solid. I mean, he's doing his job, fitting in.
I thought he was really good. The 3 assists is, I think he could have finished with 6 tonight. A couple of guys. I thought he made some.
Yeah, he had some good ones.
He had a nice combination of making a lot of the hustle plays early, but then kind of being composed with the ball in his hands and making some good reads and making some plays even, not just wide open passes. So, I thought he could have had more assists, but I just liked his approach tonight. Like he kind of did a lot of the dirty work tonight on a night when a lot of guys had it going. And rather than saying, okay, it's my turn, I'm going to get 16 shots up too, and he's had a very nice month, he just kind of settled in, filled in the cracks of the starting lineup and those lineups he was in. And it was just a really good approach for Peyton off the bench tonight. Plus, minus, noisy, whatever. I'm just not surprised to see him at the top.
Go ahead.
I'm confused by Peyton Watson's game today. I really am. Because he was a plus 17, so things were going well when he was out there. I feel like he made a stamp on the game when he played. He didn't play for like the last 16 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
like
right.
He didn't play for the entire 4th quarter. I don't know what happened. I thought he was hurt at one point until I looked at the minutes. He had 27 minutes played, but he didn't play in the 4th, and they brought everybody else back in the game. So I would have been okay if it was just like 2 starters that didn't play, but they even brought back Spencer Jones in garbage time, and he was a starter. So that's what confused me with Peyton Watson, because he's grabbing rebounds, he's setting the table, he's getting other guys involved, he scored the basketball and didn't force a ton. So I'm guessing that there was something specific that they wanted him to do that he did not do, because this felt like a soft benching in a way. Because I thought he would close in this game.
I thought he played pretty well. I mean, no turnovers was big. I think that's always a big stat with PWAT. If he's finishing games with 0 turnovers, that just means he's not making mistakes, and like that's something to look for. He only hit 1 3 tonight. He only attempted 1 3. He was 1 of 1. But it was such a confident 3 and such like an in rhythm, almost like a no doubt 3 that he hit. I think it was from the right wing in the first half. But I just think him taking all these threes in these last couple of games, this last week or so in the starting lineup, last couple of weeks, I think it's just going to really help him going forward. Because I think through it, he's gained a lot of confidence in his shooting. And because he hits them in those games where he was taking a bunch, he knows he can do that now. And I just think that 1 3 he hit tonight was so smooth, caught it, no like second thought in his mind, shot it immediately. It was a really good looking shot. And I just think his shot is in a really good place right now. He's got the confidence, he's got really good rhythm to it. And the 0 turnovers, I think, were big too. Just not making any mistakes.
Yeah, no turnovers, plus 17. Everything's looking good when he's out there.
Yeah.
Just
Why don't you think he played?
I don't know. I didn't really think about. I mean, who played instead of him?
Bruce played the entire.
I think that's because Bruce was
Maybe
playing
that was
great.
it. Bruce was just balling, maybe, and
Also-
they wanted the ball
And
handling.
Tim was hot.
And
Yeah,
I think
Tim.
and I think there also was a little bit of they expand like Jamal played 37 minutes tonight, but Jokic only played 31.
Yeah.
You know, they tried to open it up and give the bench a little bit more run, I think just because of the second night of a back-to-back. But listen to this stat. 3-man lineup this year, Jokic, Murray, and Peyton Watson, plus 17.1. And that's in 220 minutes. It's a good sample size. I mean, it'll probably come down a little bit. A lot of that has to do with the offense, which is wild, a 135.3 offensive rating.
Yeah.
I think part of why the defense hasn't been great is that lineup, you know, that's the starting lineup, and it has given up some big runs, especially over these last 3 games. But the fact that it's scoring at that rate and that it's a plus 17, man, I so wish Aaron Gordon was healthy, because I really want to see what the lineup looks like with the starters and just Peyton in that spot. Not to take away Christian's spot, but because I think Peyton Watson gives them a length and athleticism that CB doesn't. And I just wish we got an extended sample size of that. Yeah.
I've written on this already, and these stats probably don't include tonight's game yet. In fact, they don't. Peyton Watson off the bench this year, he's played 10 games, 5 points per game, 40% from the field, 23% from deep. Playing with the starters, more minutes with Murray and Jokic, 16 points per game, 55% from the field, 45% from 3, despite the volume going up. He's been a completely different player in the starting lineup, and he's done it in CB's spot. He's done it in Aaron Gordon's spot. So, you know, he is taking advantage of his increased opportunity alongside the best players on the team.
We've been doing this so long, man. It's crazy how much you really just can't evaluate players on the Nuggets roster. If you play with Jokic,
Yep.
that's 3 times the points. 3 times. And more efficient.
And more efficient on the higher. It's not
By
just
a
the
lot.
minutes. Yep.
And
It's just-
I think what PWAT's realizing, the more he plays with Jokic, it's probably the same type of thing AG realized when he was here his first year. Basketball can be so easy when you're playing alongside Nikola Jokic. You take what the defense gives you, you just play your role, and you're going to walk into, I mean, Christian Brown has realized this, you're going to walk into, in his case, $125 million, in Peyton Watson's case, 15 points a night by just taking open shots, finishing around the rim, and just playing how you're supposed to play.
Let's go to Spencer Jones here before the break. 16 points tonight, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, just 1 turnover. He was a +9. I kind of feel like this is the best you're going to get from Spencer, which was a really good game. This was
16 and 9.
Damn near double-double.
I'll take that.
No, I'm saying I made that sound bad. This is like the best. Like, this is a great Spencer Jones
For
game.
sure.
Yes.
And he didn't really foul that much. I guess he only had 4 fouls, but you know, in 27 minutes, that's pretty good,
man. Yeah, pretty good.
Dude, he was incredible. Like, if this is the highest you get out of
Kale, can you bring that
Spencer Jones.
score graphic back up again?
this is the best that you could get. I mean, 16 points. He went 4
Look
of
at that
6
release.
from the,
It actually doesn't look as bad there as it
they
looks in
were
person.
butter. All of
were.
those shots were butter.
Literally turn this picture into
Did you really? No way.
Can you find the original picture, please?
I mean, it looks like his rib cage is going to shoot out of his body.
I know, like that is not natural.
This has to be his high. It has to be.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, I've never
Yeah.
4 of 6 from 3. Like he's not usually scoring, and he left some out there on the table, like because he just could not finish
Right.
at the rim.
Right.
But I mean, he's going in the game, and he's supposed to only play a few minutes. He's playing so hard the
Look
entire
at that
time.
curvature.
Yeah, that's
Look
a
at
wild
his
one.
look at his midsection.
His shooting arm is solidly outside of his body line.
That is crazy.
This is why I could not have double the arm. What is
Wingspan?
the wingspan? Because that's what my shot would look like if I had double wingspan. There's no way he
your
could
negative
control
wingspan
that.
has actually helped you
It's
as a
helping
shooter.
because look at that. That's a bad form.
It's like so far over, man. It's like
it's
way
so
over
awesome
here.
that you can get to the NBA.
The
shooting
last
like
3
that
that he shot, he had hit so many in a row that the last 3 was just like he already knew it was going
Yeah.
in. As soon as it like left his hands. That was a good Spencer Jones game. It really was.
I mean, I still think the perfect role for Spencer Jones is what he was playing when the Nuggets were healthy. A minute here, a minute there. When the Nuggets have all their guys, I think he's perfect for that. He is a little overexposed and overused right now, but they really have nobody else to play. I did like an adjustment from Adelman tonight. No Zeke in the second half.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Which was definitely the right thing to do. You just don't need Zeke at the 4 on your bench unit. You don't need that size against a lot of these teams. The Suns were so small. I loved how Adelman, I mean, he did go to that in the first half, which was a mistake, but he adjusted in the second half and played Spencer with that lineup. I thought that was a great move.
All righty. We got one more break here. We're going to wrap up the show with a couple odds and ends, maybe a little ATA. Get to your super chats on the other side.
Spencer Jones shooting 40% from 3 on the year.
Let's go.
He's a good he's a shooter. I know it doesn't.
I know. He'll do this for 10 years. I'll be like, no, he's not. He's not a good shooter.
No way.
Shout out to Bet365. You can use the code DNVR365 right there. Hit that QR code, sign up, maybe bet on Spencer Jones 3's next game. I would not advise that.
I don't think they allow it.
Yeah. Actually, if you bet the Spencer Jones 3s, they might the authorities might be alerted. But Bet365, it's what we use to bet. You can bet along with us in the pregame show. Follow Dev's bets every night. And of course, they have great props and great specials going on for the NBA. We also got NFL coming up on Sunday. Big betting day. Broncos at the Commanders. Should be a good game. Sunday Night Football. Do you have an early read on that game?
I don't think that the Commanders are good, so I will go Broncos money line.
There you go. Broncos money line. I like that bet.
Dev, all in on the Broncos. I like this, man.
It's the wildest thing I've seen. I'll bet the under.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Bet365, an official partner of the Denver Nuggets. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. Use the code DNVR365, sign up, deposit $10, place bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. If your bet wins or loses, must be 21 plus. Physically located in Colorado, please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And consider this a testimonial because Shopify even powers the DNVR merch store, which right now is popping off with the Black Friday sale. Make sure you head over to that store and get yourself going on these 30 to 90% off deals. But we're getting a lot of help from Shopify, who has us and would have you covered with website creation, product descriptions, email and social media marketing, and more, and some AI tools designed to help you maximize sales. If you are thinking about starting your business, if you've already started your own business and you're ready to sell, then you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into, there it is, money with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/allcity. That's shopify.com/allcity. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. All right, we are back here. Final segment. Kale, let's go to our game ball, shall we?
Game ball.
Who did the chat decide was worthy of this game ball?
I truly don't know.
I don't
I'm
know
going to say
either.
Jokic or
It's Tim Hardaway Jr. Gotta be. He made all those threes.
Give it.
season of Timoth.
There it is. The season of giveth.
7-11 from 3 is crazy work.
It's pretty good, man.
That's actually the same facial expression we all made when Jokic made that pass a couple games ago. same expression.
So the Nuggets move to 14-5. They are basically bunched up in the stand. There's like a separation in the standings now, and tonight's game helped it.
What, one seed to the rest of the conference?
There's 2 separations in the camp right now. One is the Thunder, yes, 1 loss. Then you have the Lakers, Rockets with 4, Denver, San Antonio with 5, and then a kind of a gap down to Minnesota with 8 losses. And I think that tracks. Like Phoenix, Minnesota, the Warriors, good teams. They're not terrible, but they're not in the category right now of Thunder, Lakers, Rockets, Nuggets. Even Spurs. I mean, look, Spurs, I don't know. I don't know what to make of them. They really impressed me last night. So
I think they're very well coached. I really do. With this new guy at the helm.
And they didn't even have women. That's the thing is, like, they're winning without women. It's hard to say. I'll put them in there just because their record and they beat Denver. I'm not going to be sour grapes over here.
Yeah.
But I do think that Rockets, Nuggets, Lakers, Thunder for sure just feel like a class of their own, and maybe the Spurs are knocking on that door.
Are you putting the Lakers in that group?
Yes.
They're 14-4.
They're 14-4, man. They've won 6 in a row. And they haven't been. They've been without LeBron James except for the last 3 games.
And they got LeBron back.
You know, here's one thing I will say about the
Austin
Lakers,
Reeves
man.
looks
I'm just still not a believer in their depth and just their roster as a whole.
But you know what? You're right, and that is the concern. But their top 3 score consistently. It's like you can't keep those guys from scoring.
I would just have them in a tier probably below the Nuggets and Rockets.
I'm going to leave them 14-4. I just we'll see, man. It's a long season. What I will say. The numbers on the Lakers' free throw disparity is so absurd, man. You would think
Breaking
it was
news.
You would think it's not just this year. I'm saying about like over the last 3 seasons or whatever, because it's the biggest outlier in sports right now is that. The second biggest is the Thunder are somehow 9 points better than everyone else defensively for 100 possessions. But it's not as big of an outlier as the Lakers, who somehow have 5 times more free throws over the last 3 seasons than everyone else. It really is. And
somehow, somehow it's happened.
Somehow.
And when you watch them, you kind of see it. You're just like, Jesus, man.
I was watching that Lakers-Clippers game the other night. It was just like a grift off for the entire game, man.
A grift off.
Both teams just trying to get to the line every possession. Luka, Harden, Kawhi. Like, it was just back and forth the whole game. It was an awful game to watch.
Well, can we do a quick ATA here, Cal? Let's go really quick ATA presented by Fire on the Mountain. Fire up some ATA here. Everybody go get some wings. Get some wings, man. 'Tis the season of wings. Dev, I really want you to do the one that's almost over. That's really where I was teeing this up to.
Oh, okay. So the Mavericks right now are beating.
They got to be a terrible team they're beating.
Beating the Clippers right now. The Mavs.
They're going to close the door. They're 6
right now. The Clippers need to just break it up. It's just time to start.
Well, it's hard to win in Dallas, though. That's where they were at, right?
Dev, they have the deepest team of all time.
They also are going to hand their pick to OKC this year.
They have a championship coach.
They got to win these games.
Cooper Flag has 35 points.
Wow.
35. He's leading the way. Klay Thompson, who they pissed off, he got 23 points in this game.
I'm rooting for Klay now.
This is insane that they're just this bad. Kawhi Leonard, he has 30 points in the game. James Harden has 26 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, and it's still not enough.
What's the Clippers' record after this loss?
5-15.
Are they done, right?
They're done.
They're done.
They are done. But also,
Tyler's going to get fired.
Something's going to happen dramatic there, maybe tomorrow. But here's the thing, man. This actually blows.
Oh, for us and the rest of the league?
This actually they're going to be in the lottery.
They can't tank.
They're not trying to.
I know. They're not going to be a top 4 bottom seed.
I don't know. I don't
They're
know.
not going to be a top 4 bottom seed. They'll find a way out because there are some teams that are about to try to lose. Like, tanking has not quite fully hit yet, but wait till you see what the Brooklyn Nets roll out a month from now. It's going to be unbelievable. They're going to have Michael Porter shooting left-handed rather than just like, don't shoot right-handed, but you can shoot as much as you want.
Down soon.
But the Clippers, man, so they might climb up there, but there's also no way they're not in the lottery, in my opinion. So now they at least have a few bullets in that lottery that the whole league is going to be sitting there sweating.
Bro, I know my guy Wade has the receipts saved from the Clippers offseason.
Look, I'm guilty of it. This was the year I was like, you know what? I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to win a lot of games in the regular season.
They are ass.
They are terrible.
Their season did begin with a crazy investigation, and then somehow opened up a second investigation, completely separate of the first one.
Ongoing federal investigations.
They have 2 giant federal scandals going on top of the fact that they are led by the 2 worst leaders
I was
in
just
sports.
going to say, yeah, no, at least
But
they
their
have great
arena
leadership.
is carbon neutral, though. So we got to remember that when
We gotta
talking
get-
about
we gotta get
what
Pablo
Steve
Torre
Ballmer
on
and the
that.
Clippers
There's
have
no
done.
way it's carbon
They
neutral.
bought,
That's
they bought the carbon credits.
They already talked
They
about
have
how
the
that's
carbon
kind of a
credits.
BS claim.
everything about
You know what
this.
it is, though? I will say a truly great arena. It actually is
That is
awesome.
Yeah.
And how many bathrooms again?
A lot of trees,
It's
too.
A lot of
It's
toilets.
a lot of toilets.
It's a lot of toilets.
Do we want to go through a couple more ATAs? Anything else interesting? You can just use your discretion here.
All right, I mean, the Warriors, they got a win over the Pelicans without Steph Curry. It was the Jimmy Butler game for them. Zion Williamson had 25 points. Sadiq Bey had 21. They're close to the, we're just going to lose every single game territory, too, which is just not fun. Your boy Gary Payton Jr. had 19 points, 11 rebounds in the game, and that's just something that you don't see. But
Oh, wow.
it's the Pelicans. It is the Pelicans. The Bucks, they finally in that skit that they were on. They were losing. They was on a 7-game losing streak, and after the game last night, Giannis said he was pissed off that they lost because he could not go to Vegas because he wanted to bet on 34 red on roulette.
Really?
Is that something he said?
He actually said that he was pissed off. They lost the cup game.
Man,
They
imagine
got
how
the
Jamal
win.
Murray feels.
They got the win over the Nets. You want to talk about the Nets being close to tanking
That was good.
that you talked about? They're playing Danny Wolf finally.
I know. I like it. I want to see
They're
old
playing
Danny
He
Wolf.
had
How is
22
this
points
guy?
in this game, 5
Let's
of 9
go.
from deep. But that goes to tell you that they are not playing for the same reasons that everyone else is playing right now.
Playing their own
The
version.
Pistons, they continue to win. I don't know how they do it.
This was a battle of 2 unbeatens, man.
138 points in this game, and it was the Tobias Harris game. He had 26 points in the game. Kay Cunningham continues to destroy. He had 29. Normal Powell, not so normal out there in Miami, 28 points. Andrew
He's
Wiggins
having
had
a
31.
monster year.
He's a
All the
monster.
pods are talking about Norman Powell.
Now that he's in the Eastern Conference, I kind of like him.
He's good.
kind of like Norman.
He's good.
He's far away and harmless.
The Pacers, they get a win on a Pascal Siakam buzzer beater against the Bulls.
He's probably a guy Jamal's gonna have to battle for an all-star spot. Those two are kind of on the border.
Right.
They might both not get in.
It's a tough team to crack, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a plus 22 in this game.
Alrighty. We got any super chats there, Kale?
Let's take a look at these super chats. Vladislav, when have we ever shot 58% from 3 on 20 attempts? Maybe earlier in the week. But other than that,
Yeah, not often.
not
Not
often.
often, yeah.
Kyle M20.
Dude, what is this BS?
What's up, Kyle?
Hey, Wayne.
What is this BS,
A
man?
back-to-back.
Here's the question: Has
Oh,
anybody ever gotten a back-to-back shout-out from Kyle?
We're not keeping those type of stats. We don't know.
No, yeah, we
Those
don't
are
know.
the advanced
We're not keeping 'em.
analytics.
We're not
section.
keeping 'em.
Get the advanced stats.
We don't have
actually.
that here.
Just the raw totals. Tim Hardaway, truther, massive night for my agenda.
There we go. Massive night. Have we had any truthers pop up?
I
lately?
haven't
don't-
seen Michael Porter Truther in a couple games.
He's been in my mentions. He's been in mine.
has he?
Yeah.
Also,
I
yeah.
can't remember what I said
He'll be
about
back.
Mike the other day. He got in him.
Ryan B, 1336. Jones invents 4 new letters versus the Suns. NBA flummoxed. That's great.
That's a great callback to Vogt's line.
Tim Hardaway, truther. Sorry, agenda. I got excited. I blacked out. What up, Dev? And yes, this counts.
That
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. You heard him.
You
He said
can't
it did
steal
count.
other people's bits.
said
man.
it counts.
You can't steal other people's bits.
Good
What up,
try.
Tim?
Good
Tim
try.
Hardaway,
That's
Truther.
awesome. God, I love our chat sometimes. The Fox Prince 789. I was at last night's game. Ugh. Needed this vibey win. Love to see multiple guys scoring in double digits and contributing on both ends of the floor. Despite the fouls, a fun game for Rapid Man, too. Hey, great call, Kill. Very well done. 5-5-5-5-5-5-ish. KM and THJ had a great game at the same time.
Let's go.
97 bench three-pointers down, only 458 till 5-5-5. Just start counting Tims, man. Great game for Point Bruce. Big Science holding it down. All the Nuggets are good.
Who's Big Science
Big
again?
Science?
Is that Val?
Big Val.
Big Val, yeah.
I don't know the
Why?
the history
it
of that one,
sounds
but
sick. Yeah. Uncle Rico's Revenge, 5280. Got to fix the D, but that will happen naturally once AG and CB return. Good win either way.
There you go. Nuggets are learning how to play with a new roster, basically.
ALLCITY.
There it is.
ALLCITY. Michael Malsby was at the arena last night. Sucked to watch that loss in person, but definitely feeling better now. Hashtag Spencer Porter Jr. Hashtag all the Nuggets are truthers.
Spencer Porter Jr.
She loved Tommy.
That's got to stick to this year. Every time he makes it, there's Spencer Porter Jr.
She loved Tommy. THJ is clearly above the giveth taketh moniker. Even his rough shooting games aren't actively hurting the team like Russ turnovers and fouls.
Yeah.
And
I
shots.
actually think this is fair.
He might be above it.
I will say that I think most of what Tim gives the team is shooting.
Yeah.
Like this is like different where he's a little different from Cam, where I think Cam can give you a bunch of different stuff. Most of what he gives you is shooting. But it's not really taketh if he missed. It's just like
yeah.
there's some.
Spencer might be more apt for the giveth and taketh.
Honestly, he
game.
might be. It's giveth or nothing.
There's some take a thing on defense for Tim.
Yeah.
I will say, hey,
Oh,
meet us on the
overtime.
internet. It's overtime. If you're not on the internet yet, you have to be now.
This is where
Trey Vaniter, 5'5", went to my first Nuggets game tonight in Phoenix. Was great to see Jokic and the boys perform. Sad to see the Sombor double, but all the Nuggets are good.
Bro, I know a couple soundboard doubles in a row over here, man. This close to being like almost a lock to get the triple-double record. This close.
This close.
He almost didn't even want it tonight.
I kind of, yeah.
Seems
Kinda
like he
looked like-
actively tried to not get a rebound.
Maybe a bit shamed by checking back in. It seemed like ALLCITY, take two. Do y'all think Spencer Jones' three-point shot is like the Moneyball sidearm pitcher? Weird look, but good. look up his genius
Young Hun
stats,
Kim.
brother.
There's no way that it actually is like, no, that's the way you're supposed to shoot.
No,
from
this is the first time we've
physiology.
seen this, so I'm going to say no.
Is that it?
That's it, guys.
All right, hit that outro music there.
Scoliosis 3 is crazy.
That's tough.
That's bad.
This is why you guys ride with us, man. Last night, I didn't ever want to watch the Nuggets again. Then they come and give us this one, and I'm all the way back.
Now I can't wait for the next
Can't
game.
wait till the next one.
Hey,
Everybody,
30% off for the Black Friday sale. Get it while it's hot and get the new shirt.
also feel good about making the purchase. These Black Fridays really are important for us
Yeah.
as a company, so we
Support
need
us.
to make some
So we
money
can
here,
keep doing this.
and we'll make money in the form of giving you guys T-shirts. Hit the like button on the way out.
We all silly like the mayor.